Hello dear viewers, a very warm welcome to our channel. It's very good to have you here. In this video, we are going to have a look at the valve guide seals. Valve guide seals, also known as valve stem seals, are small but very essential components in an internal combustion engine. You see right here we have two of a very small single cylinder gasoline engine valve guide seal. So they basically have two basic functions. The first thing they do is they control lubrication. Their primary function is to measure the precise amount of oil needed to lubricate the valve stem as it slides within the valve guide. So this part right here is going to be inserted on the valve guide, and the valve is going to pass through this hole. And on the lower part there is a very hardened plastic so that it can snugly fit on the valve guide. But on the top we have a spring-loaded rubber. Now when it is installed, assume this to be the valve stem. Valve stem will be inserted in such a fashion. As you can see, it snugly fit on the valve stem, and when the valve is moving up and down, this valve guide seal will lubricate the valve stem as it slides, and this prevents metal on metal wear. So we have oil on the upper side of the valve, and that oil is controlled by this valve seal. The secondary function of this valve seal is oil consumption prevention. They prevent excess engine oil from being drawn into the combustion chamber. If oil is allowed to pass to this direction into the combustion chamber during intake stroke, especially when vacuum is high, that can increase oil consumption. If the valve guide seals fail, there are always some consequences. For example, it might lead to accelerated wear on the valve stem and guide. This valve stem, it has to be lubricated when moving up and down. This has to be lubricated with engine oil. Otherwise, wear will be accelerated, and it can cause high oil consumption as well. Carbon buildup on valves can result if oil is going to be combusted inside the cylinders, and this can lead to valve seat damage as well. So they are basically there to control lubrication, and they also control oil consumption prevention as well. This one is a positive seal type. These seals attach firmly to the valve guide on this side. It will be fixed to the valve guide both on the cylinder head and do not move with the valve. This will be locked in there, and it will be kept in place, wiping and metering oil as the valve stem passes through them. When valve is moving up and down, they control the oil. They are typically made from a high quality synthetic rubber, and this is often with a metal jacket. On the lower side we have a metal jacket to ensure a tight fit on the valve guide. And this is a positive seal type. These positive seal types are preferred for modern engines because of their superior oil control and durability. And when you look closely, there is a spring, right? There is a spring surrounding this rubber. There is a rubber that is going to attach to the valve stem, and there is a spring. Now, if the spring tension fails, the valve guide needs replacement. And if this plastic cracks and starts leaking oil, it needs replacement as well. So usually when they fail, it will become hardened due to excessive heat cycle, and the spring might lose its tension. That is the main cause of this type of seal failure. Gradually it will harden. This flexible part, the upper part, it should be flexible. See this right here, it is flexible. As you can see, it is flexible. It can fit to the valve stem, keep it holding. Now, over time, however, due to excessive heat cycle, they might tend to harden. And if it hardens, then it will no more be functioning properly. If these valve guides fail, there are always symptoms indicating failure of a valve guide. For example, bad valve stem seals usually announce themselves with a classic sign. The most telltale sign is a blue tinted exhaust smoke. When this one stops functioning properly and oil starts passing into the combustion chamber, you will have a smoke, especially on cold startup. A puff of blue-white smoke from the exhaust when starting the engine after it has been sitting overnight, especially when you start it on the morning. If you find the smoke, blue smoke, that is an indication of a valve guide seal failure. This happens because oil has slowly seeped past the worn seal, and that can get admitted into the combustion chamber, and the smoke typically clears up as the engine warms up. So if you have a blue smoke when starting the engine and that clears away as the engine warms up, basically that is an indication of a failing valve guide seal. What happens is when the valve guide seal fails, assume this is a valve is inserted in such a fashion. Now it should prevent oil from passing into the combustion chamber from this direction. If the seal fails, however, oil will start to seep. It will pass the seal and follow the valve and get admitted into the combustion chamber. And as you start the engine, that can cause blue smoke. If the engine keeps running, there will be no more oil coming in for combustion, and it will clear out. So puff of blue-white smoke from the exhaust when starting the engine is an indication of a failed valve guide seal. And the other example is when you have a smoke on deceleration. That is also indicative of a valve guide failure. If you see a cloud of blue smoke in your rear view mirror when descending a hill or taking your foot off the accelerator, this is a strong indication of a worn seal. High intake vacuum during deceleration can pull oil past this valve. When the intake valve opens, there is much vacuum, and that vacuum has a capacity of pulling oils passing the seal, getting admitted into the combustion chamber. So the smoke during deceleration can also indicate a valve seal failure. Excessive oil consumption can also be indicative of a valve guide seal failure. You find yourself frequently adding oil between oil changes but see no visible external leak. That means oil is getting admitted into the combustion chamber. The oil is being burned inside the cylinders. And the other indicative of a failure is smoke at idle. Blue smoke may appear after idling at a stoplight for a prolonged period, and when you accelerate away, a puff of smoke is released. That can also indicate failure of the valve guide. So the valve guide seal. So these valve guides, they are very crucial. If they go bad, you will definitely see blue smoke coming out, and you will gradually see reduction in oil level, and frequent top-upping is required. So these symptoms are usually sufficient for diagnosis. However, worn piston ring can also cause a similar problem. So thorough inspection is required in order to pinpoint if it is caused by the valve guide or not. Valve seals are not on size fit all. They can differ from intake and exhaust valve on some engines. So some have color coding. Manufacturers often use different colors for different intake and exhaust seals. Different engine designs require a specific size based on valve stem diameter and guide diameter. Always make sure that you are consulting the owner's manual and use genuine parts when replacing seals. The old seals are damaged upon removal and they cannot be reused. Once you detach this from the valve guide, then this tight fill will fail, so it has to be replaced. If replacement is required, you can replace this without removing the cylinder. Without dismantling the cylinder head, you can replace them. If you want to replace these valve guide seals on the cylinders, you have to make sure that valves are not falling into the cylinder. In order to do that, all you have to do is bring that specific cylinder to BDC, then apply compressed air. Compressed air can be supplied through the spark plug hole or through the injector passage into the cylinder. Very high air pressure is required. Minimum of 6 bar pressure can be applied. The air pressure will hold the valves in their closed position. So when you remove the valve spring retainers, valve will not fall into the cylinder because it is being acted up by that compressed air. And once that is removed, you can pry this out and you can install the new valve guide seal. That is a simple way of replacing this type of seals without removing the cylinder head. Installation is again very easy. You can simply yank this out and install the new valve guide seal. That is how you can carefully install these valve guides without removing the cylinder head. And always don't forget to protect the valve stem when installing and reinstalling this. Place a plastic installation sleeve over the tip of the valve stem. This will cover the sharp keeper grooves and prevent them from cutting and damaging the new seal as you install it. And apply a thin coat of clean engine oil to the sealing lip of the new valve seal to prevent it from picking up on the guide during installation as well. Use the correct installation tool for properly sized socket to carefully push this onto the valve guide. Don't force it. On some designs, it is very critical to leave a small gap between the bottom of the seal and the valve guide to prevent damage. So make sure that you properly install this on the valve guide as well. Reinstall the valve spring retainers and then release the spring compressor carefully. Ensure the valve keepers are properly seated. Then, once the valve keepers are installed in place, you can remove the air pressure. That can remove the compressed air adapter, and repeat this process for all the cylinders. So this is how you can easily remove this even without removing the cylinder head. So some seal designs may have a small gutter spring, a tiny coil spring around the top of the seal. This is very critical component that helps the seal maintain tension against the valve stem. So it must be installed correctly. If any of the spring fly off, you have to reinstall it. Otherwise, the rubber will not be kept in place. That is why we have these springs. The springs are there to keep it in place so that it can have a tight fit. When you install this, look, it will have a very tight fit, a snug fit on the valve stem. That is then as a result of a spring tension. So make sure that all the valve guide seals have proper spring if it is installed, if it has a spring. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you regarding some of the things that you need to know about the valve guides. If you find this video helpful and if you enjoy what has been presented, please don't forget to smash the like button. If you are new to this channel, do consider subscribing, turn on notifications so that you will be the first to get notified whenever we come up with another video. Until then, stay safe.